day 10 of the Savasannahyoga January Challenge. Today we're going to add on a little bit more of the Journey into Power sequence. If you haven't already, pause here, go back to day 6 and go all the way up to Sun Salutation B, and then I'll add on the bits that we've done yesterday and the day before and the next bit today. So after Sun Salutation B, go to the top of the mat. Big breath in, extending mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. From downward facing dog, flip dog on the right side, left foot comes in center, right leg goes up. You can stay here, or you can bend the knee, open out the hips, into flip dog. Flip dog back to side plank on the right side, choose your option. Drop the knee if you need to. Gaze up towards the fingertips if it's possible, lift up. Back through into high plank, pause in child's pose, breathe. Back into downward facing dog for the other side. Three-legged dog on the left side, right foot center, left leg up. Stay here or bend the knee, open out the hips. And then into flip dog, toe goes over, hips to the sky. And then back through to high plank. And then choose your side plank. Left hand down, right hand up. Then back through to high plank, into child's pose, pause for a breath. And then downward facing dog, into the next part of vitality. Crescent lunge on the right side, right foot comes forward, crescent lunge. Remember, you can always drop the back knee or keep it up. Crescent lunge twist, so we twist over to the right. You can stay here or you can hook. And gaze up. Pull the pit of the belly in and up. Ground down through the front foot. And then open out into warrior two. You stay there, I was twitching round. Warrior two. Front foot forward. Left foot out to the side, hips towards the side. Shoulders into the spine. Gaze towards the right fingertips. Extended side angle. Bend the right elbow. Elbow comes down to right knee. Left arm goes up and over. Again, roll that shoulder into the spine. We don't want it dumping down. Gaze up to the fingertips or wherever's comfortable. Hands down onto the mat. You can swing the knee round or you can go through a chaturanga, ending up in downward facing dog. One more big breath in here. Crescent lunge on the left side, left foot comes through. Ooh, up into crescent lunge. Again, you can drop the back knee or stay where you are. Draw the ribs in, lift the front of the pelvis up. And then twist over to the left so you can hook the elbow or you can just twist. Front knee forward, front foot forward, left back foot back. And then you stay there, but you open out into warrior two. I'm going to turn around so you can see. Warrior two. On the left side, left knee and foot forward. Hips to the side, arms at a T. Sthira-sukha. I haven't spoken about Sthira-sukha, but Sthira-sukha is ease, strength and ease. Finding strength in the pose, but balance and gentleness. Bend the left elbow comes down into knee, extended side angle, reaching up. Or left hand goes down, right hand goes up for full extension. Breathe here. And then hands down. If you can, again, straight to down dog or flow through chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And if you need to, you can pause in child's pose for a moment. And then back to downward facing dog. Walk the feet towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale back into chair pose. I'm going to turn so you can see the next part of vitality, but you stay where you are. So chair pose. We're in chair pose for a while, so if this is too much, you can always just drop onto your knees and you can do the next part from here. Chair pose. If you need to, lift the heels. If you need to, hands at heart center, lift up, draw down. From here, we're going to twist to the right. So we're twisting our body to the right. If this is accessible and you can drop the elbow down to the knee without losing the length, please do. But make sure the knees stay forward. We don't want any knees knocking in, them not stacked or equal. Then from here, forward fold, but get your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes. If it's possible. If not, just hang forward fold. If you have them around your big toes, hook your elbows out and hook your body in. Pull the pit of the belly in and up. Find space and breathe there. If you need to bend the knees, I always do. No locking of the knees and the legs. And then big breath, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, chair pose again onto the other side. So as always, you can drop down onto your knees or you can just keep the chair as easy as you want or challenge yourself as much as you want. Twist to the left side. So again, twisting over. Stay here if it's accessible, drop your elbow down to your knee. Make sure your knees are not knocking in. Twist up. And then again, forward fold. But this time, if it's accessible, gorilla. So I like a deep bend in my knees and you place your hands underneath your feet. And you basically massage your hands, your palms with your toes. Again, pull the pit of the belly in and up. Find space and breath. And then release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, just gentle forward fold. Now from here, Yogi Squat. So open the feet out wide. Now, I've got really tight hips, so I can't get my feet flat without it knocking my knees in, so I have to come on my toes. Some people are great, but wherever you are, you want to lift the chest up. So rather than being down here, we want to lift up, shoulders back. Breathe here. It's too intense for me, so I just have to do a little bit of movement. For you, you might be comfortable just in stillness. So you can stay here if you'd like a challenge. We're moving into crow, which is an arm balance. So just if you want to have a go, please do. Your hands come down onto the mat in front of you. You stay in this squat, but you come a little bit closer with the feet. Now your aim is to get your knee up into your armpit. If that's not accessible, then just kind of near the elbow, on top of the elbow is great. So we start here. We just push our weight forward into our hands and you keep the feet there. This is your starting point. You can move out of it and then go back in. Keep moving the weight forward, challenging yourself a little bit more. Now, crow is all about fear. So if you feel like you fear you're going to fall on your head, you're going to fall on your head. You got to feel confident in what you're doing. And then if that's lifting just one foot off, great. Maybe have another go with the other foot. Now normally with clothes it's quite slippy, so normally I tend to do it without clothes. If I do it now I feel it is going to slip, so just be careful. It's that banders, it's locking it in, your hands into the mat, knees into your elbows, lift the feet. If you're there, big toes together, little toes out wide, breathe. And then drop down. Just keep playing with it until you have had a go. If you're happy in Yogi Squat, stay there. Now you could go straight into Shavasana, which we're going to do in a minute, but if you wanted another challenge, side crow. So here, toes together, this time knees together. We're going for the left side first. So the hands come over the left knee. You need to get your body, your knees again into your elbows as much, your armpits as much as possible. Hands placed down. It's kind of just go for it really. Balancing, 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 and see if you can lift your feet off. It's exactly the same on the other side. Over the right knee. Hands down. And again, balance, balance, balance until you can lift the feet off. So this is where we're going to pause. I'm out of breath. It's hard to teach that when you're doing it. And we're going to go into Shavasana, or you can just keep going if you want to, stretching out the legs and seated poses, maybe bridge, but let's just rest, shall we? Coming down to your back as always. I'm going to go toes together, knees out today. Supta Baddha Konasana. Going to have my arms open, fingertips curling up towards the ceiling. Closing the eyes. Breathing here. So it gets to the point in yoga sequences where there's normally a peak pose or a challenge or something that's going to push you out of your comfort zone. While a lot of people think that yoga is all about being calm, it's actually about challenging yourself as much as finding peace in the poses. When you challenge yourself, you kind of listen to what comes up. So is it doubt? Is it fear? Is it excitement? Listen to what comes up and go with it. So as always, you can stay longer, or you can find some movement, bring your body back into the room, roll onto one side, and then find your comfortable seat, keeping the eyes closed. Bring your hands to heart center, and for a moment just pause. And how did you find the challenge today? How are you finding the challenge every day? Are you shying away from it? Are you taking it face on? Is your ego shouting, you can't do that? Are you just embracing what's coming up, what's new? Are you starting to feel a daily habit? Bring your thumbs to your forehead. Namaste. Thanks guys, that was day 10 and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 11. Bye!